right? You're listening or maybe watching Fatafit.
Hi.
Yay! We're
Hey.
back.
Hey, what's
It's
up?
been a while. I even have to, um, I almost forgot how to set up the camera again.
Yes.
Or maybe just the angle I've been looking for.
Not as
We've been out for like how long was it? It was,
well. 2 sessions. What does that make it?
two,
3 or 4
two,
weeks?
3, yeah, almost a month, right?
Yeah.
It's almost a month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But we still have, it's still June 29th, so still have a June episode. So
Yeah. No, we're good. It's been a
Yeah.
it's been a while, couple
we're
weeks.
still good. Yeah. Let's do a session. There it is. No, I'm just clicking some stuff here because Riverside keeps asking me stuff. But you can hear me fine. You can hear, where's the Starbucks? You just
It's
you don't want to.
no more coffee.
No more coffee. Just like chugging
Yeah.
everything. So how was wait, just to start this weekend, you guys are moving. Oh, not you, you're helping your parents move.
Yeah, so moving is definitely the
Right.
theme because so my parents just built a new house here in Surfside Beach. And so we helped them move in over this past weekend. And we're staying here this week. So a long time ago, I asked off for this week from work just to like spend the time with my family.
Mm-hmm.
And like we just we've been kind of looking for new houses for ourselves for a while, and we found the perfect house. We put an offer on, and they accepted it like a week and a half ago.
Oh,
So we're gonna buy
really?
a new house, and so
They close there?
yeah,
Nearby there? Like, oh, that's
no,
nice.
no, not close.
Like,
here.
how far is it?
It's
Oh, not close here.
it's close to our old house, but it's closer to my work,
Closer to Charlotte.
and it's closer to Charlotte, and it's in a good school
Oh,
system,
okay.
and it's like just an awesome house. So we were like, dang, okay, well now we got to sell our house before this one,
Mhm.
like
Close.
before we close on this new one. So I'm going back
Mhm.
today to pack up the house and move all
Oh,
the
shit.
stuff and
Put in storage.
put it all in storage. So it's gonna be a ton of work.
Is it that quick? Like, do you have you just get an agent to help you sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the agent was like, yeah, you should really sell it by we should put it on the market July 11th. That'll be a perfect time.
She
to
said
try-
that
Oh.
like a week ago. So we only have 3 weeks to prepare.
Yeah,
Wait, yeah, July 11 is because next week's already July,
Yeah.
so it's just a week after that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
like, okay,
close.
I can do it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
but it's a lot of work. And luckily, I'm not working this whole next week. So I'm like, okay, I'm going back to the house. I got, we hired a bunch of people to help us. So it should be fairly
Yeah.
straightforward.
Hired a painter.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't think you guys are gonna be lifting though. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff in your house. You can't really like.
Yeah.
You're gonna need if you're doing it by yourself, it's gonna take like weeks just to like beat
Oh, yeah.
everything. Mhm.
But still, I mean, a lot
Oh.
regardless. So hopefully I'll get all that done within the next 3 days. Then I'll come back to the beach, down here for the weekend, for this next weekend. So
But
it's a lot.
yeah, but are you working next week?
No, not working this next week. No,
I see. Oh.
so I'm off.
Yeah.
But, so wait, is it closed already? Like you signed it?
Yeah. There's like
Are you?
there's an offer. So it's a 60-day close. So from the day that they accepted the offer
Yep.
until the closing day is 60 days. So once and that's August 20th, right?
Yep.
August 20th. So that's the day we're going to sign
Oh, that's nice.
all the papers. They're
Hmm?
going to turn over everything a key. And then we moved in.
Yeah.
The day
Oh,
off.
that's nice. Should be exciting. You need to gonna decorate new house.
Yeah.
Is it a lot bigger than the one you have in where was it?
Living
North?
space. Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Lawn
bigger.
space. No. We
Yeah,
No.
it's sort of like in more of
Yeah.
a community though.
Yeah.
Whereas like our current house, it's in a neighborhood technically, but it doesn't really feel like a neighborhood.
Mm.
This new one is very much like a ton of kids.
You.
There's a pool.
Oh yeah,
Sidewalks.
that's nice. Yeah.
There's HOA. We don't have HOA in our current house. So
But yeah, it's the best move.
It should be better. Should be.
We just didn't expect
Should be
it to
exciting,
get
like-
so quickly. It was like,
Yeah. I didn't even know like you were looking for a house or you just like.
we should send it
yeah.
to Louie.
Well, it's kind of we've been looking like just casually for the last year. So we would look at a house every now and then, and they send you like I don't know if you have Zillow in the Philippines, but it's like a website that shows you house
Yeah,
listing.
we don't have that here, like a fix, like just one site. Usually the people who post are those like agents or brokers. They post it in their Facebook or like the Facebook marketplace. They do that. There's not one, like I remember like Zillow in there because they even do apartments also, right? So there's like one like site where it's like a brand where, oh, if you're looking for a space, try Zillow. Like in here there's none. It's usually just Facebook postings, like from my experience. Or maybe if like the old way, like people knowing people, that's
Yep.
uh
Word of mouth.
yeah,
Yeah,
before.
I think
Yeah.
that's a factor in the real estate market is like our real estate agent will know houses that are coming soon that aren't posted yet. But yeah, they have like this website where they just send you tell them your criteria, like house price,
Oh, like
location.
how big is it?
Yeah, how
Do you need a
big.
lawn?
Yeah.
So
They would send
those
us
kind of
emails all the
stuff.
time, like, oh, look at this house, look at this house.
Mhm.
So we toured a few, and the way that like the market here works is once school starts in the fall, people stop looking at houses so much, and it really picks back
Because
up the
people
next
don't.
spring. So our window of like, if we're gonna do the move, our window is kind of now, or we'd wait till next year. And we want Isabel to start kindergarten kind of like in the same school system, and it was kind of like now or next year. So we decided to just do it now, and
Is it
been a
now?
lot of stress.
Yeah, that's nice.
The stress is not so much like it's exciting to get the new house.
Yeah.
The stress is selling the old
Yeah.
one because we really need some of that
Money.
money.
Down payment. No.
So it's like, dang.
Yeah.
Um,
But it should be like, because your old house is it should be like a good location too, right? I wouldn't think like it's not
yeah, it's a good.
that hard to sell.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
house. It's got. I want to say like when we sell it to people, I know you can't do this, but I want to go up to them and say like, this house has good vibes. Like we have a lot of great memories in that house, and the house is not haunted at all. Like there's no sounds,
Yeah.
there's no weird eerie feeling. You feel safe in the house. Like I wish I could tell people that like this is a good one. This is not one that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
There's a good vibe to it. It's definitely blessed.
But do you usually like talk to the buyers? I don't.
No.
Or just the
talk to
agent.
the
Usually no, right? Just the agent. Like they're not. Usually the agents even don't allow you to talk to them. Not really don't allow you, but
Our
it's just
agent will talk to the seller's agent, so it's just the agent.
yeah, it's just like middle.
Yeah.
We usually
Yeah.
don't interact to their agent, but when we visited a second time, the agent was there, so it was out of the ordinary. But usually it's just the agents that.
Yeah.
Usually they're there during closing.
Yeah. When you close, you meet them.
You meet them, like you don't really interact.
I mean,
just because you have to be in a
yeah.
law firm signing all the documents.
Yeah, it's just for legal
Yeah.
requirements that they should be there,
Yeah.
and then the person that's getting paid also.
Yeah.
You see the actual person that's getting paid.
Yeah.
I remember like I had a friend, but it was way back here when I was texting before. Someone was like sharing his experience with buying a house, but it was it was kind of funny was how he was describing it. But I think that's how it actually works. Where he was asking like, wait, why am I paying this person again? He was like doing this, like, wait, why am I paying you again? Because he doesn't know the ages. But yeah, it was just funny. But that's really how it goes, right? It's just
a lot of money to be made. And I think they're like, we have a good team of people that are helping us. There are some like really shady people out there in the business, but I feel really good about it. I think they're going to make a lot of money on the sell and the purchase, but they work for it and they've done a good job. And like stuff that we wouldn't want to do ourselves. It's like, because we've got full-time jobs.
Oh yeah, or
kids and
wouldn't have the time and then don't have the like even the skills for it, because those like the document processing on it is it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss some stuff, and then of course miss some, especially those legal stuff, right? Like how to make what's the actual documents you need for like a sale and all. Yeah, that's what they're brokers, right, or agents.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they did. They do a good job. And you know what? It's also an opportunity, and we talked about it a few podcasts ago, like new beginnings and refreshing yourself. Like this is us if we were a snake,
Yeah.
like we're shedding our skin and now we're entering a new sort of, so we're getting rid of so
Yeah.
much stuff, like just crap that we didn't need. Our garage is full of stuff. It's like, oh, we don't, donate this or just throw it away.
Mhm.
So it's a great new. You don't know all the stuff that you had and all the stuff that in our house that we never fixed. We're all of a sudden like
Mhm.
fixing it because we want to sell it. So we got a list
Because
of things that we're finally fixing in the house.
Yeah.
Kind of ironic how you
Yeah.
you live with the issues
Yeah.
while you're there, and then
The toilet paper holder.
oh yeah, toilet paper holder that Ryan broke. By the way, Ryan, if you're listening,
It's still broken.
We fixed it, but it was never the same.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
never
because Ryan was
the same.
pulling so hard on that
Yeah,
toilet paper.
either we change the entire, like get a new one, or fix it and make sure it doesn't break again. But
Yeah.
it was never the same. We tried to fix it. It fixed, and then it fell again. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they would ask though. The buyer would ask like, "Hey, what happened to this toilet paper?" And like a funny story, like a friend of ours were like staying here a long time.
yeah. I think Ryan took like 3 showers a day while he was there. He was always in the bathroom, but yeah. So it's new beginnings.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Congrats. Hopefully your old house gets sold like quickly,
Yeah.
fairly quickly.
That's why we
Yeah,
have like
within a few weeks. Yeah.
we usually it's only a month closing, like from the offer date until the closing, 3 days. But we opted for like the longest day wait, which is 60 days.
Yeah.
So we have a chance to like sell our house, and we can
Yeah,
still
you have
back
enough.
out
Yeah.
technically. We can still say we're not gonna do this, but we have like a $6,000
Like a down.
deposit,
Is it
like a
the deposit?
call
Yeah.
it due diligence fee. If you back out, then you're gonna forfeit that money.
Yeah.
So we could still.
Mm.
It's all.
But we really like this house, so I don't know. it's hard to like
Yeah. It's all.
back
How
out.
is that?
From
Like I remember. Yeah, I remember my mom was telling me before because yeah, I think remember like Galay when we were this place like this condo because when we were like looking way back years before, my mom always say like when you're looking for a house or even like a place, there's always that feeling where you get into the house where you're like, oh, I like this space. I don't know why, but I like it. There's that, and then when we were like when we were selling our old house also, like the buyers were, usually those deals were like it was fast because they really like they found like this house perfect, and then it's even hard to explain right why you even like maybe it's a feng shui or something. I don't know
Yeah.
if that maybe how the sun rises there, but yeah, it just feels because I remember when we were like even this condo, right? I remember like we were in Galay where we were like looking for it, and then there was we were with our other friends, and then RJ like picked the condo in IT Park, and then but I picked the condo this one in Apple One, so it's like a different, because when I was looking at the condo there in IT Park, it didn't like feel like I didn't see myself living there. I saw myself living here, so it's hard to explain those stuff. But yeah, it's like as my mom said, it's like sometimes like it's like even like the house like calling you, you belong here. Yeah, you don't like you can't explain it, but yeah, there's that feeling.
Yeah.
And then usually if you have that like, oh yeah, just try. So that's probably like the best house like for you,
Yeah, you gotta find that feeling, and
Right.
that we're only on this earth for a very limited amount of time, and I think trusting those feelings when they come to you, good and bad,
Mhm.
is very important. Like sometimes you have a gut instinct, like, oh, I should not be here, or I need to get out of this room, or something bad's about to happen here. Like, and same on the good side, like follow that while also paying attention to like other clues around you. But I think that instinct has a lot, can be trusted.
Yeah. And we had that
Instinct.
we toured multiple houses, maybe 6 houses, 7 houses, and the houses that we went initially that we toured, they were like they were in the perfect house. You know,
Yeah,
like
you didn't feel it. Yeah.
you know, it you just feel it right away that it's not the right house.
Yeah.
It looks good in the pictures. They-
I mean, everything looks good in those
Yeah. It's amazing how they
sites.
can make a house look really good on pictures, and then you get there and you're like, oh,
uh,
this is one house in particular. The pictures look great. We're like, oh, it's everything we wanted. I think we're going to get this house. And we walked in and we're like, um, the work that they did on the house is very low quality.
yeah,
There's issues everywhere.
Oh, that one.
they did do it yourself stuff, and it wasn't done well.
So you'd have to spend all this money to fix what they tried to do themselves. So
Yeah, and you can't really. It's even hard to fix it. It's like redoing the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that, yeah.
there's-
Yeah, but it will look good in pictures. Like they have that in here. Even though brand new houses in here, developers who are because you see the prices, like it's like a house and lot. Oh, it's a bit cheap, more like a smaller price than the others. But when you get there, you realize why they're smaller. You will only realize it when you touch the cabinets, like you see the walls. Like that's how you see, like, oh, it's not really. It's a different quality than the other one. Like it will look good in the pictures because the colors are the same. Because let's say like cabinets or like see this like wood thing in here, in there because it's just I think they call it like laminated woods. You know, there's like a layer where it will look like, you know, like a wood, like a high quality wood, but it's just like on top of like a layer of another like I don't know what
It's
what they call it.
The vinyl, is it composite?
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. Like there's just a layer, and so it will look good if it's in a picture, and then it depends on the contractor now how they, you know, constructed it. There where you will feel like it's actually durable, or where it's even like opening the cabinet doors. Okay, I have the some of interior stuff in here, and then I was lucky enough to find like a very good. They have good laborers, like good carpenters, where when because I see someone working, he was trying to put like a small hydraulic arm, should I say, for like when you open it, it will feel smooth. And that you won't see that in the pictures, right? You have to like really open it to see, oh, that's actually like good quality cabinets. Yeah, because in the pictures it will just look like the other ones that, oh, it's the same things that those expensive ones.
Yep.
So yeah, it's those things where you have to like really see it or be in there.
And if the price is like the market, that one thing they told us was the market is usually priced appropriately, and if a seller is overpriced, they'll adjust quickly or they just won't sell. And like the market dictates price basically, and that's true. So when you see something that's underpriced, and you're like, oh my god,
There has to be.
There's always a reason. There's always a catch. Like
Yeah, there's always something.
and the number is what it is. Like it's an expensive house. We won't talk about the actual number, but like
yeah, don't.
the number always scares you. I think 10, 15, 20 years from now, that number will be a completely different number in our heads. So, and the same if you go back in time, like, you know, Bitcoin was X amount of dollars to buy a Bitcoin, and you're like, oh, I should have. You just, if you you really should look towards the future if you're buying a house. Is the other advice that we got? Like, is this area going to be a high quality area in the next 15 years? Like, yes. Will the value go up? Yes. It's like, okay, well, not decisions. Just so a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, but it's exciting stress. I think.
It should be fun though.
Learning a lot about her.
Yeah, you both will be celebrating when someone like picks the house and then closes the sale. Go, yes, you're gonna be yay.
I know. So we're looking.
Yeah, there should be like another family who are, you know, maybe at the same status as you were, you know, before.
Yeah.
And then they would love that house. It would be a good fit for them, you know.
Yeah, like your first, our first home. I wish I could tell the buyers too, like, you know, if they're about to start a family, like this is the perfect house for that.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
We love that house.
It's a great house.
It is a good house. And we're trying to, if you're interested in buying it, we can have it, we'll give you a discount. But,
Free delivery.
I tried to sell it to Nick Gregory. I was like,
You did
even
that.
Brooke should buy this house. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, you do it bayanihan in there.
Yeah.
In there.
But speaking of new beginnings, I want to know,
Mm.
while we have you, you got to tell me the story about the blue belt. I know you
Oh
give
yeah,
us like the high
speaking of,
level.
yeah,
So you were in
yeah,
a competition.
that's
Did you win?
that's why I have the blue. No, the blue lights have always been in there. Yeah, no, I didn't even share it here. The blue belt stuff. I well, I knew about the competition. That was early June. Yeah, early June, and then I just got back training probably like months before that. Yeah, I was actually talking to Isa about this one because I wanted to because I even just training 3 times a I can't even train 3 times a week because I'm so busy. And then sometimes when I had injuries and injury on my knee, sometimes when I do a hard training, I can't really I don't want to train the day after 'cause I still feel it the next day. So there's like I'm just like I'm just like a hobbyist, like a lesser hobbyist than I was before.
Yeah.
But for our gym, well, that's how I've seen it though. They usually push people to do competitions, and they like to like give belts like after a competition or after those things. I don't know. It's just their culture. But part of me in there for like I wanted to join the competition because like I've been like training for a while now, right? And then I was talking to Isa because those people like I didn't even register. Like people from our gym didn't even know that I was registering because you see because when you register in a competition, yeah, they usually register earlier because the registrations are cheaper, right? And then it gets more expensive as the day comes. And then I registered. Let's say the deadline is today. I registered like yesterday, or like almost.
So last minute.
Uh, yeah, last minute registration. Even like and usually that's not. I wouldn't really advise that. Like I wouldn't. It's not. It's even not out of because it will look like it's like a disrespect to the competition if you're like doing it last minute and then other people are doing competition training. So if some of my gym mates hear this, like it's not really out of disrespect for them, like because they were doing some people there were doing competition training a month before then a competition there, and I was just doing the regular classes, and then I sign up, and so it was that. And then but what I really wanted to test is for more of a personal thing. I wanted to test because I've been I've been training for a while. I'm a four stripe white belt. I was telling Ethan, I know what like if I am deserving of the next belt, I should be able to like win over those people who are like training
Yeah.
like for a competition
Oh, yes.
for that belt. Like that was on my mind. Like
I think
I
that's
should
fair.
be skilled enough to do it. But like I said, like it's more of a personal thing. Like some people will say like, "Hey, this guy wasn't training." Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really. It's a more thing. So that was on my mind. So come the competition day, like the if you're not doing enough preparation for a competition, you gas out like early, like very
Oh yeah.
very early. And I felt that like I think even before the round of my first match, I was already gassing out. So I have to rely on stuff that I already know. So that actually worked. And then I think they were the right match up for me where like I felt they've been training for a while, but not I really felt I have more like techniques over them. That's why I was able to like even I was so tired they were not. Let's say like Adam should know that even though I was tired, I was my position was enough for them not to sweep me. I know where to grab, I know where to secure certain positions. So it's those kind of stuff, and I'm just like catching my breath. I remember my coach was already screaming like, do the long step," and on my mind like I know that's what I need to do. I just like
Can't do
catching
it.
I'm just catching my breath here. I'm just like stop kneeling. Like I know that's what just give me like 5 more seconds and no. Yeah. So well, the first match I felt like the person was I think he's been training maybe a few I don't know maybe a year, and that's how I felt it. The second was I know he was training like a while. It's just I think I'm way more experienced than him. And then those two people were, because I was watching the list of registrant, they registered like way earlier. So I was thinking, oh, these two were training like,
Yeah.
you know, they were training to compete. Yeah, but I was able to pull off the last one. I was so tired. Like even I was watching the video, like days before. Like I was so, because it reached the, a sudden death. Like there's no point yet in the first 5 minutes. So we have a sudden death where you make a first point, and then I was able to pull off like I think a minute after like the overtime. So that's how I won that. So it's
Is that the
out of
first one or the second one that happened?
the second one. The second was like, and it was really laughing because Isa was because it's like a three. It's more like a round robin, right? 3-person round robin. The first match I had, so I won that, and then so if the first guy loses the on that match, he will then face the other one who's waiting, right?
Yeah.
And then so come their match, so I'm gonna be fighting the winner of these two, and then the guy that I fought was submitted in that match, and he even like fell asleep, like he didn't tap, so he fell asleep, like he was mounted, and like the other guy got a choke, and then Isa was like, oh my god, like he got choked, and the person's gonna fight Louie next. Then I hope Louie's watching, and then, so that I'll know that that's what he was gonna do. And I was actually watching, but I don't know. It was really enough. I didn't really feel like, like I feel I can take this guy. That so they were like more nervous than me in that match. And then what's more funny in that match is I always play guard. I don't know. Adam doesn't know this, but yeah, I always play guard. Like I always like go to that position. But the other guy that I'm gonna face in the finals does that too. Like he plays guard. And then so my coach was screaming like do it first, like do the first step. But on my mind I didn't want to, like I have a different plan on my head, because like a lot of people in our gym play guard, so I have to pass all the time. I know, I don't know, guys that wouldn't know the terms,
I
but
think you might.
I think
Maybe. I can show her.
yeah, you might, yeah, like
I have an idea.
since a lot of people play guard, people who sit,
So when you play guard, you're on your
go to
back.
boy.
Like so, you're on your back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sit,
Like so, you put your legs.
You
back.
pull the person
You
towards
come
you.
in, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, and put that other person on my guard, and but that's my game plan. But I know that he's doing it, so immediately I was like, so I'm gonna do the other one. And then my coach was like saying like, do do the first move so that he won't be able to do it. But on my mind, like, no, I know I can pass his guard, so it's kind of like that mindset. So it was just all 5 minutes of that. Like he was trying to sweep me and I was able to stop him. I was trying to pass, but he was able to recover. It was pretty good, and I was so tired. And then oddly enough, the mats were so slippery. Like when I plant my foot, it was like just slip.
Oh.
And then if you're the one passing someone's guard, that will be so annoying when
Oh yeah.
you can't really plant your feet, like, and then you sit as as a in certain positions. So that's it. So I was already so tired, like when the because it was just 5 minutes match for my age bracket. So after the 5 minutes, so I was already tired. Like I even see it in the video. So I was so tired. So after that one, it's a bit like sudden death. And then in the sudden death, it started the same way. Like he pulled guard, and then I was like trying to pass. And then I can even remember I think it's more of, because that move, like I've seen that, like the reaction he did, I've already seen it like in our gym. Like people, I'm gonna try to describe it in words, so I know Adam will get it and Galai wouldn't. So I was already like in half guard and then trying to pass the half guard, and I was able to go to like quarter guard. So it's like I almost like pass. And then some people's reaction on it is they do a deep half guard. I don't know if Adam, maybe
Yeah.
Adam knows the term, deep half guard.
Yeah.
But his reaction was he turned around, not so that I know, it's basically he gave his back on me, and then that like position was I practiced that, how to take advantage of that. So that's like how I got my first point when he was like turning around, so I took his back, and then like I was able to lock it for like 3 seconds, and it's already like I think it's like 2 points or 4 points. So and that's how I got the win.
Damn.
So
And
yeah, and then so they gave me the blue belt actually at the podium, and when they give you the medal, take pictures, and then I see my coach already like have the blue belt. I pretend not to, I was pretending not to see it, but I already saw it. It was
and
he doesn't know this. I don't know if he's gonna listen to this, but I already saw him like doing the picture taking. I saw him like getting a blue belt, and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, give me,
it's gonna be
give
hard,
me. I'm gonna act. I'm gonna act surprised. I'm gonna act surprised." I'm like that,
dude.
and then
It's
yeah,
it's so
and
well
it gave
deserved.
me
You deserve that blue so well. You worked so hard for it,
yeah,
and especially all the adversity that you went through. Your Instagram post
yeah,
on the promotion was incredible, man. Like you put into
it's,
words like
it's,
the struggle, the journey to get to a blue is so hard. And I would say I'm still blue, and I probably will be for the rest of my life. But I would say if you asked any purple, brown, or black belt, like the white to blue transition is the most important, and
mm-hmm,
it means a lot. And I know that you worked hard for it. And the injury that you had,
yeah.
you could have easily said, "It's not for me. I'm
Oh yeah, yeah.
injured. I don't want to get injured again." But you went towards
Mm-hmm.
that fear and you conquered it. And you'll get injured again and whatever. You'll have bumps and bruises.
Yeah, hopefully not. No,
No,
knock
well,
on wood. No.
knock on wood. I mean, but
Yeah.
you'll get
No.
scuffs and bumps and stuff. Hopefully not any serious injuries, but like
Mm.
I think it's a life lesson that you take for the rest of your life. There's so many life lessons that you can learn from jiu-jitsu, but overcoming
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
not quitting is huge. Showing up every time when, like, I used to sit in my car before class when I was like not even a one stripe white belt. And I would sit there like, I don't have to go inside. I can just drive home and I don't have to. Every single class, I had to convince myself to get out of the car. And for some reason I did. I don't know why. Just did. I was like, I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
but the discipline that I put on myself is more powerful than my will to quit. And just barely. And it consistently was that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it shaped my approach to my relationships. I feel like it made me a better person. I don't think you can over exaggerate the importance that is. And I think we've never rolled together, but I'd be willing to bet you're way better than I am and probably way more deserving of a blue. I think if you came to an American
No, it's
class,
fine.
you would be like, well, I don't want to say purple level, but you would definitely be a high blue
No,
already.
wouldn't be.
I think y'all's standards for white in your class is probably much higher than ours. Not to anyway. That's a
You're
lot
gonna
there.
get canceled here.
Well, yeah, I don't want to. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say like
Like,
you.
No,
what
okay.
is
You work
this
hard.
guy
Because
saying that?
no, because different gyms have different metrics for doing that. It's more of their. I don't even know if it's their brand, because I don't even, because some gyms say, oh no, they say, some people say that some gyms just do it with attendance, just be there, and then they give certain amounts of showing up, and like if your presence is just in there, they're gonna give you the a new like they're gonna promote you to a new belt. So well, I know that because that's your thing. That's so that's why on for me, I always like treat it like, it's a personal thing. You don't really want, you can have your own targets, right? And especially for, especially for people, for example, like me, like of course, in my case, like I would even say, like I think I told Isa this already. Like it's like I already quit before. Like if you you think about it, I was already think I already stopped. So I was just like trying to find like why would I even like go back to this, and then at this time is I can't even like train a lot anymore because of course there's work and then some other stuff. There's more higher priority, so I have to um I even have to plan out just to be able to like to be in the gym in there. Yeah, like we can't we I don't even have the luxury anymore to, like before, where I can just go there like 4 or 5 times a week. There's like other things that are priority. So if you grade it by attendance, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't be
No.
I wouldn't be that. I wouldn't pass that. Yeah. So it's more of a personal thing. But it's still um it feels also rewarding that they do it, in the podium, like after winning. There's something to that. So maybe it's just because you're tired and then you feel good about yourself after that, and then they give you the blue belt. So maybe it's part of that. But yeah, it makes it more memorable
Oh,
that they
dude,
did it this way.
that's a moment
Yeah.
you'll remember for the rest of your life. No doubt about it. It is going to be right up there um, with some of the best moments of your life from like a physical training sport like perspective. One thing you'll notice, and I don't know sure if you've been in how often you've been in the gym after getting the blue. I noticed there was much more of a target on my back. The
Yeah,
higher level belts go harder on you, and then the white belts
yeah,
just want
harder.
to beat you up because they want to
Yeah,
desperately submit a blue belt. So I noticed a
yeah,
huge difference. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting beat up just because I'm a blue now.
yeah.
And then
They're too serious now. Yeah, I was even talking to one of our brown belts in there. I was telling him like, because he was like, "Oh yeah, congratulations, new blue belt." And then I was like, "Yo, you know what? It's actually the same, right? It's the same people who are like passing my guard, choking me out in there. Like last week, it's the same people this week,
yeah,
right? We may change the color of the belt, but the same earlier blue belts or the purple belts in there. Yeah, they're still gonna, they're still gonna beat me.
oh, they
It's
beat you.
just, yeah, I just flip it. It's just a way of saying like people are getting better in that room. That's just what it's saying. But in terms of like, it does it give you like +10, +10 strength?
No, you
No,
wish it
no.
did. I mean,
You wish it, yeah,
maybe
you
there's a
wish it did
confidence
10.
factor, a small one where you're like, you tie the blue belt around you. You look in the mirror, you're like, I
Yeah,
look good in blue. It looks way better
yeah.
in white.
It looks good though, because I have my I don't know, like Isa knows this, and then I only told some people like I had my blue. You can buy your own blue belt and then use it just for competition. I already had my blue belt way back, I think 2021 or 2022. Like I have it already there. I already have a blue rash guard before,
Oh my
because I was
god.
thinking like blue belt is not really that hard to to achieve. I even have like I bought a gi before, then I just told myself like I won't wear this until I got my blue belt.
Oh
So
my
it just
god.
there, it stayed in there, and it was before the injury, right? Even
Little
before,
did you
it
know
was
that's
before
going to be a
the stuff that happened to my life. Also, it was before that. So after that, it was just in there. Like I even kept it like I forgot. Like it was like deep in the, with the clothes and the other boxes in there. And then so we just there. So it was a part of the made that moment more memorable because like, oh, I can wear my rash guard now.
yeah.
I can wear my
You were
gi
prepared, man.
now.
But don't
That was that was in there.
the blue is a huge accomplishment, man. It really it is. I know it.
it,
I think it's
colored, yeah.
I think it's
It's
big.
and
You'll be in the
yeah.
blue belt.
The only thing though is the rash guard I got it was my size 2021, so it's a bit tight now, but I can still wear it. I can still wear it.
Not too much muscle.
I'm not that fat. It's-
I'm sure it's much.
yeah, but I had it. I only told this that I have my blue belt in there, and I'm telling people now because I already because and I'm wearing it in gym.
Yeah, you don't
So
want to tell
yeah, it's a
them.
fun fact. I had this way back 2021. I ordered it online and they got it and just kept it
So confident.
So,
So
there.
confident. We're gonna get Glyza
Yeah.
to do jujitsu. She's been
no.
wanting to do it for a while. It'd be
Mhm.
good. Sometimes the smaller people are
No.
better. Like you're gonna play a different game than a long
I
person.
don't
Like
think.
No, I think it's on Glyza's competitive side that's gonna bring her. She's gonna find a
No.
way
I
to
get obsessed
to
with
like
it. I can tell.
I don't think I could.
yeah. Glyza's
Wrestle.
gonna try to solve problems,
I don't think I could
and then
wrestle
she's gonna
somebody.
find a way to solve.
I'm just gonna stick
No,
with running.
People who are developers are like I always thought Dale would be
yeah,
great at jujitsu because Dale
yeah. I
has that
said
mind for it
Yeah.
where he'd get upset.
Well, there's
he will
also
get.
a physical side of that, and so you probably have the problem solving side, but the physical side needs to go inside, and then
Yeah.
you get frustrated.
Yeah, but the
You get
smarter you
Yeah.
get at
frustrated.
jujitsu, the less the physical really matters.
Well, yeah, but there is still
There's still, yeah.
Yeah, there's even the warm ups. You need to have to practice it. Those certain skills. But yeah, I know. Yeah, if Dale starts at 20, maybe like a month or 2 months, he will get like it will bring out those problem solving skills. He's, oh, if I do this, this will happen,
Yeah. He would be
and
a
it's gonna
good
time rolling in the gym like, oh my god, where's another? Why is there's a variable C? I'm only thinking A and B. I'm only thinking X, Y. Why is there like?
Yeah, but
Why is there a Z in here?
if you
No,
like
why is
chess,
there?
it's been compared to chess a lot, and it really is like you're
Yeah,
thinking
it is. It is. Yeah.
multiple moves ahead. You're setting things up. You're throwing
Although,
like
yeah, yeah, I shared this to one person before, like, as people say, "Oh, jiu-jitsu is like chess," and then I always say, like, for me, it's not chess yet because I only have like 2 moves or 3 moves, and then once this moves fails, there's no follow up,
no, yeah.
or I can there's a move, there's a fourth move that it's doable on my mind. It's doable. It's not, I can't really do it yet. So it's not chess for me yet. It's just more of like
No, it's like checkers.
trying to yeah, for now.
I'm super defensive with my jujitsu. I'm not super aggressive, so I'm not submitting a lot. I focus a lot on like defensive techniques, and so I can prevent you from choking me out, but I won't really do anything, especially for like the higher belts. I don't know. I just don't have that killer instinct. So the only competition I ever did, I did one in 2016, and it just wasn't for me. It was way too aggressive. But I've probably told this story before, but the first thing, like we drilled our first moves, like for the weeks leading up to the competition. So I knew exactly what my move was going to be. And my coach pulled me aside. He was like, all right, what's your move? And I told him, and he was like, oh my God, don't do that. You need to do this other move. And I was about to walk on. And I was like, are you kidding me? You're going to tell me to do a different move? He was like, yeah, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. And so I walked up and I was completely thrown off. I lost, but only by points. And I just remember my forearms being on fire. I've never gripped so hard in my life. I couldn't even move my arm. And the whole time when you're out there on the mat, your coaches are screaming at you. And like I could hear what they were saying, but I couldn't put my body in action to like respond to it. They're like, move your hips, move to the left. And I'm like, I don't even know right from left right now. I'm in such a panic because you're in this fight essentially. It's very. I felt like a fish out of water. I wish there was a video of it. Is there a video of your match?
There is a video of the full match actually.
I'd like to see it. Did you post
Yeah, I could just. No, it's not on. It's on the official. They have an official page, and then they have the entire like 4 hours in there. But my match is in the earlier side, so I can yeah.
Yeah, send me,
I can even show.
send me that link or.
I can give you the link, and then yeah, because my match, I can even give you like what time is it in the in the timestamp.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be online. I'll show you. I wouldn't show it here because it will take too long, I guess,
No, I want to see it.
show. But yeah, I'm gonna try
study.
to. I even wanted to like have a clip of my specific match.
When
Fine.
we,
And
when we
one thing also is
what?
Isa was taking a video of the match. She was able to like take the whole video for the first match. And the second match, she was like able to record like for the first 5 minutes. And there was time like I know like she was like maybe more nervous than me because the camera was like off, like pointing at somewhere else.
Yeah.
and then she forgot to, I think she forgot to hit record on the sudden death one. Because when we were like scrolling the phone, like, oh no, we don't have the winning part, and I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. They're gonna post it, in the
Poor Issa.
official site. Yeah,
He's so
That she was
worried about you.
because she was screaming on the technique that my coaches were like screaming also.
Yeah.
And then it's different for each people. For me, I can still hear because I have teammates where they say when they're on the mats, even though how hard your coach screams at you, it's like they're so focused on one thing, and then they don't hear anything. For me, like I found out like way before, like, oh, I can hear if someone's screaming, I can still like hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's good to know, know that like in those situations, so in my case, I can hear them, but there it's only I think that in the last part where I heard them like pull guard, like pull guard first, and then I was on my mind like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do this thing, and then also the other one were like do this, and then on my mind like just give me 5 seconds, I'll do that later.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I'll get
yeah,
to
because
it
I was so
later.
tired. Yeah,
It's just
yeah, but I can hear them.
you get this
It's
tunnel vision. Like
yeah.
when you're out there, your adrenaline is sky high. I dumped all my adrenaline out in the first like few moves, and then we just spent the last like couple minutes just trading like I would sweep, he would sweep, I would sweep, he would sweep, like hip bump sweep kind of thing.
Hip bump, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I hope that when we come to the Philippines next, that we could find some time to
But yeah, I
roll.
could. You don't even need to bring a gi. Also, I have like extra gis in here.
And I'm
Which
sure,
is fine.
yeah, that would be perfect, man.
Yeah.
I'm very rusty. I
Yeah.
I haven't done jujitsu since Madison was born, so it's been 2 years, really.
2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more than
should
that.
find a.
Yeah.
Is there a gym in your like in the house that you're could be buying?
Oh,
Your parents are there?
there's a really good gym near our house. So I probably won't start immediately, but like I was just telling
Yeah, even
Parker,
just find
there's a really good gym near our
a
house.
time.
Once I think it would be great once Isabel's old enough. Like she's 5, I think she can start going, and then I can do like take her to the kids class, and then I can stay for the adult class. Like it'd be good to make it a family thing because I don't want to like jiu-jitsu takes so much time and it's time away from my family. If I can involve my family,
Yeah.
then it's 2 birds with 1 stone. You know that would be the goal.
Yeah.
Once it's
Glyce is gonna start.
Glyza has to start. She has to do it.
Now, I don't think I like that class setting. I don't like the schedule. I don't like.
Sketch.
I don't like being structured like that. You know, like 6 o'clock to go to this class.
Yeah, knowing all day that you have to go. I like the early morning classes. They had like a 5:30 a.m. Class. Those are the ones I like the most because you get up, do it, go back home, shower,
You
and
start the day. Yeah.
and the kids
Start the day with that.
By
Yeah.
the time I get back, the kids are still asleep. So that might be a deal.
Yeah. We don't have that here in the Philippines. Those early morning class. It's not a thing.
Yes, don't
It's
worry.
because people don't really wake up that early, and then
Starbucks
because
opens
most
at 10, so
Oh, it's crazy.
yeah, because coaches usually it's not their only job, right? There some of them are students, some of them are, works in a company, so they don't really. It should be the time that would make sense, but they, maybe they work late, so yeah, they don't really wake up early. And for me, it's since my shift is mid shift, so I end at 12 or midnight. Like ideally, I end at midnight, but I don't really sleep. You don't really sleep right away, so it's hard for me to wake up like way way early. But I do morning class in our gym so that I can do it before I work.
Yeah.
And their morning class is 10, which is it's not morning. It was even funny when someone's like morning class at 10. And then someone commented, that's not a morning class. It's already like lunch, like a brunch. No,
Yeah.
it's not a morning.
It's like an early lunch class.
Yeah. But that should be the morning here in the Philippines.
It's the
Yeah.
earliest.
10. That's how, that's how when malls open. It's 10 a.m.
Yeah. Well, I'll adjust. When we're there, hopefully we'll get the chance to do it. We're excited.
well, you're not gonna get a
Yeah.
chance. He's getting married,
I'm doing
Yeah,
the
I wouldn't-
marathon too.
and he's getting married.
Are you gonna do it in,
2 weeks?
Yeah, that's after the wedding. The
Yeah,
Cebu Marathon
it's-
should be after the wedding,
the
right?
11th.
Goes to
I'm
Sinulog.
doing the Cebu
Yeah.
City Marathon too. Boom.
Yeah, that'd be fun for you. You're gonna do, you do the marathon there. It's gonna be like one of your. You should have like, I think there's a top. What is it? Is it top 100 where you get the medal? Top.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to be the first
No.
white to finish.
You're
First
you're
one.
probably not the first. Like on that competition.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
I mean, I
Of
don't
my-
know.
yeah, there's a lot of tourists who does that. Go there.
Well, maybe, but maybe
Some-
they have an age group for white people. Because Cebu is a running city, right? Isn't it the running capital of the Philippines?
They just got that kind of.
It's good for business. They do those organizers. They make a lot of money with that, and there's a lot of people who join those. Even at work, like a lot of people, especially my age, our age, like I don't know, they start running marathons, and then
Yeah, there's a
that's
lot,
that's what
lot of
they
people.
always do. So it's good for, I think every other week there's an event here, and then there's also an event for if you want to do like a trail run, not on the pavement. There's like
Yeah,
trails in here also, so
my
that's a big thing.
my
They
my
they do
sister
that.
has that calendar.
Your sister's running
My
all.
sister's riding trails.
She runs a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she has all the calendars of the runs that are upcoming. So you should run this. You should run this.
You're gonna run.
Very had it planned. She just went to, I think, Davao this weekend.
Oh, for that.
And then
Yeah.
there was like an earthquake. So she did run. So she's very, very active in the running community. So she
Yeah.
has all that listed in her calendar.
Yeah, it's a thing now. People going to traveling. It's the same where people who compete with jiu-jitsu also, they travel and they do that. But the running thing now is it's bigger. I guess maybe because they say it's a bit it's not that expensive, but it actually gets expensive. Like when you see people buy shoes, because you don't buy one pair of shoes.
Oh my
There's
God. Yeah.
shoes for recovery, shoes for the competition, shoes for
Long run.
I know I run this way, so I should buy this, and then the shoes are not really cheap.
The shirt.
And
the
then there's one thing like
shorts, the vest.
a friend of ours, Glyza also knows this person. I'm not even gonna say his name, but he has shoes, and then he has this app where I think there's certain miles that you can put on your shoes. I
Yeah,
think that's the thing for runners.
400
Yeah,
miles.
and and then he got a notification where your shoes is blah blah blah, and then he bought new shoes, and then I think he posted it on Facebook like I'm just following instructions, guys. I'm not really.
What's the
He was like saying it.
of this
Uh,
initial?
R. I think it's R, but people call him C. Like it's common to tech. Yeah.
I know him.
He's very active in that. Yeah,
R-E?
I remember he's
R-E? His last name?
yeah, RE. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
it was even funny because he was like posting it like yeah, I'm just following instruction, guys. Like there's the app says my shoes. I need to buy new shoes, so he got new shoes. Yeah, it's funny though.
Yeah, I know him. I saw his name. Like there is a run in Cebu on August 3rd, and it's all uphill.
Yeah.
It's all. I
That should
think
be.
it's half marathon.
Uphill.
I was like 21.
God, yeah,
Just up a
uphill.
mountain.
Yeah, and the elevation's crazy. Like I don't know. It's.
That would kill my Achilles.
You remember the mountains that we went
Yeah,
there?
your knees should be.
That it was all like that. That was they're gonna run that.
Goodness.
I was like, because I'm coming around that time. I'm not gonna run that because I
They're inviting you. They're inviting
and
you.
then
Go,
there was
Galay!
like first 100 registrants or something, and then I saw his name. It's like, oh, of course he's gonna run that.
I'm around. I'm adjusting to the heat's going to be difficult because
I don't think that Cebu City Marathon's gonna run that hill though. So it's just within.
it's so hot in the Philippines.
Well, they start at 2 o'clock for marathon.
Early morning. Especially if you're doing if you're doing the full marathon, you start way earlier.
And then,
Right, because you need
just
more
don't go to
hours to-
Sleep? How do you sleep?
You sleep early.
You sleep in the morning. Yeah.
You guys.
You have to. Yeah, I think
we
you have to
don't-
like
as much as
prepare
we
for that too.
You
We
guys.
don't like being hot as much as you. You know, you don't like.
I don't like being hot. I'm sexy.
We don't like to be hot.
Sexy.
We don't want to be burned because we don't like the sun.
Mm.
You know.
I don't like to burn either. I have very fair skin. My skin's like Michelin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know.
Also,
you have,
yeah, I think it's also for because they have to close the roads. They don't want it to close it the
Yeah.
entire day. At least they have to close. They only have to close it until 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. You know.
yeah, you
So
don't want to
yeah.
run in Cebu with a lot.
Yeah.
Getting that T-shirt, Cebu City Marathon. I come back like, you ran a marathon in the Philippines? I'm like, yeah, dude. I'll be cool for the rest
Yeah,
of my
you're
life.
gonna be.
It starts
Yeah, it should be
doing-
like there should be like a top finisher where you get a medal. But there was an issue. I think it was it last year? I
Yeah,
think it's also Cebu
this
Marathon where
year
the organizers were.
Yeah, my sister said it was this year. The other year it was fine. I think she ran that.
Oh, it was. Still 2025. Yeah, this year. I've read a lot of it where someone was sharing the story where because the POC for the medals like left or something, so people were just people who were like finish like 10K. But there's a medal in there for a full marathon. They took the full marathon medals.
Oh, wow.
So when the actual winners in there, like, oh, there's no medals anymore. So yeah, like if you're the finisher, before you're gonna get pissed, right? Like, well, what? You're the organizers. I paid the right amount, and then
Yeah.
there's no medals for this. Yeah,
I think they
Just-
changed organizers. So
yeah.
yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of registrants to that event, and then
It's
maybe the organizers were willing to pay only this much people. I mean, I'm only guessing because by the complaints, it's more of like, I think it's more of a less people working, because they say the posts for the medals are this bad, and then also the post for, I think, the water station, there's out of water at some station. So yeah, it was I think it's more of like the organizer, or like they they need to hire like more people thing. So maybe they were trying to, they try to like make more money out of it.
Yeah, I'll have to bring my own
Yeah.
Camelback, like water cup.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. So registration
Yeah.
is open, I think, like, or about to open, because it's already.
But yeah, we're half a year. We're getting busier too. Like
Yeah.
we
And
preparing
then-
stuff.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
cutoff for registration. Yeah, there's also a run where there's like lechon on the way. You can just grab a lechon.
I just want
They,
sandwich.
they serve lechon while you're running. Like, I saw that. Somebody's running and is stopping for a piece of lechon. That's like, oh my god, he has the skin. And well, like, I don't know, if you will.
It's still crispy. As the skin's still crispy.
I was like-
Wow.
It's the most spoken thing ever.
Yeah.
But if I do it, I'm gonna vlog it, and I'm gonna do like they do, like every mile, like mile 3, mile 4, Cebu City Marathon. I'm gonna film everyone around me. I'm gonna make a big like video about it.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
So,
because you don't really do it often. You can
Yeah.
post it. Yeah.
and I'll be like the vlogger guy. I'm kind of like self conscious, like holding the camera up and being like that guy.
Mm.
But for that marathon, just for the YouTube video, I'm gonna be like, screw it. I don't care what people think. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you're
No.
not from there.
Yeah, it's fine.
anyway. You're not from there. Anyway.
People's gonna be talking to you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm the.
It's gonna be like, I
the
can.
fun.
Oh, they're gonna
Yeah, you're that fam.
they're
Yeah.
gonna go to you and like congrats you and like shake your hands and for no
They might even
for
search
no reason
for-
at all.
Yeah. They're probably like ask for your name, like, and search for you on YouTube. Like, maybe this guy's famous.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have 3 subscribers. But
Yeah. And then just say fat of it.
Fatifit.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
I'll put it
Fatifit,
to Fatifit
yeah.
channel. That'll be a Fatifit, a special episode of Fatifit with Adam and the.
Oh yeah, we can do that. You can just send me even the videos. You can just like make it like do the intro for it also, and then yeah,
Yeah, I'll do it.
Adams
Podcast.
Cebu Marathon.
Yeah.
I might
I'll get your
Yeah.
sister in there too. So yeah, we'll see. We're very excited about going to the Philippines. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be here before you know it. You know, we're almost halfway through the year. I guess.
But yeah, I need to
Yeah.
work on some documents. I need to start working on them.
Yeah, a lot of work to do. I'll believe.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Isa's brother got married yesterday, so that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, he posted it, so it's our turn to like do some preparations.
Well, we
Yeah.
the girls
Yeah.
are screaming downstairs, so we probably can't stay too much longer.
We can. How many minutes did we do?
I think
It was
for
good. We talked about
about an hour.
the plans for the new house,
Yep, and then
the blue belt thing.
the blue belt.
I even
thing
promised
is
my teammates.
the blue.
Yeah.
is the big one.
Yeah, I promised my teammates to, because someone like was teasing like, "Hey, you should post an essay on about blue belt," and then someone was teasing, "Hey, you should do a full podcast episode for it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be recording this weekend,"
Yeah.
and then we kept postponing it for like how many weeks?
I know,
Like
I'm
2 or 3.
sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It was just funny. Like yeah, I should. Yeah, I think enough. That should be enough. But in summary, yeah, my late registration wasn't out of like disrespect for the people who were training. It was a personal thing. It was a personal target where if I'm enough to be a blue belt, I should be able to be skilled enough to maybe win over people who were training less time than me.
Yeah.
And even for competition. So it's a personal thing. So yeah, I was so happy with it. One of my coaches had been saying like, "Oh yeah, the late registration worked," and I replied like, "Yeah, but I wouldn't do that again.
Yeah.
It's not really that. Yeah, you don't do that, and then especially in like higher belts, you won't. Yeah, because more frequently you do that, the more risk for injury. Actually, if you do that, if you're not really that prepared, the more risk to injury.
That's true.
Yeah.
And out of respect to your competitors and the other competition, it
Oh,
makes a lot of
that's
sense.
yeah.
But it goes back to us talking about like sometimes that gut feeling that
Oh yeah.
you have that feeling that this is right, like the house is right or this competition is the right
Mm-hmm.
time. You got to follow that, and it told you to do it,
Yeah.
and it all worked out perfectly. And man, I was just so excited when I saw that post. I'm like, Louie got the blue belt. Finally.
Yeah, it was.
You deserved it, man.
Good thing there's
You
a
worked hard
picture.
for that.
And yeah, thank you. That was very very memorable. Good thing there's videos
Yes.
for that.
And send the link to the match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll just put it in the group chat and I'll tell you what timestamp it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but before I forget, like this is actually the first time I'm drinking alcoholic drink in a podcast.
Oh.
And then Glyza and Adam were drinking coffee. So yeah, this is a very, very that's actually like
Might be alcohol
a
in here, you never
milestone
know.
achievement.
Yeah.
You would know, right? You put in whiskey with coffee. That would work.
It's a little early for that, but
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
I like doing mornings podcasts, and if we can make it work, we can.
Oh.
Mhm.
As long as there's someone to watch the kids.
But there's I think it's working now because your parents are
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I'm not sure how much.
But yeah, we can just swap or like
Yeah.
find switch the schedule. But it could work for me. Like even this time, like Sunday evening, it works for me.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, it's good seeing you, and sorry again
Yeah, it
for
was
all
good.
the delays and the equipment that we didn't bring.
It wasn't
No.
intentional. We were just so busy.
Oh yeah.
And now you know why. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly Adam, he was packing.
Most of me. I'm doing 95%.
Mostly
of the
Adam.
work.
Yeah.
I'm like breaking
Yeah.
it back.
Well, I'm taking care of the kids, so
No,
Yeah.
you're. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
So let's just end it the same way. I just post for like maybe 3 seconds, and then that's gonna be the thumbnail for this
What
episode.
do you want? What do you want?
There we go. I'm gonna count it. 3, 2, 1. Go.